Hello, everybody, and welcome to your Pick Your Card Thursday. I'm Sophie from Maison Jupiter, and I will be guiding you in discovering what type of soul contract do you have within your connection. For those of you who are wondering what is keeping you with a certain individual and what do you have to work on with them, this is your Pick a Card. So, welcome. Let's take a deep breath in to start. Deep breath in and out. And just rolling the shoulders, the neck, relaxing the jaw. And when you're going to be ready, very slowly you can reopen your eyes. And the first panel that attracts your eyes is going to be the right one for you today. That was Edmund sneezing, if you were wondering. Okay. Good. So we're going to start with group one. If you belong to group two or three, you can use the timestamp below to go directly to your reading, and I will see you in a minute. So group one, let's see what is this soul contract within your connection. Okay, so we have the card, stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking, fate will bring you romance. Okay. So those cards are talking about a little bit more of the romance sides, but you can absolutely use it for friendship or any other type of love that is not necessarily a romantic kind. For those with whom it applies, it will be romance. But for those of you who are more in a non-romantic relationship, that fits well also. So with this card of stay optimistic about love life, positive thinking and fate will bring you romance. I think that you could be within this connection, there could be either working on your limiting belief, working on how you are positive or negative in life. It's either you both are helping each other with this, or one is helping the other one in this connection to stay optimistic, to expect more, to manifest better. Within this connection, there is this kind of energy of wanting to work on what you bring as vibration. And maybe in some extreme case, we can see that the other person could be someone that is very negative, and you're trying to, like I said, help them with this. That doesn't mean that you have to stay together with this card, but this whole contract seems to be about working on, like I said, manifestation, staying optimistic, and knowing what you deserve and calling it in. So I'm curious to see the two other cards that we have for this connection. We have healing family issues. Yeah, that's a big one. It says your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So again, that's not just about the love life, but it can absolutely help with the love life. I think that within this connection, it could be that you are healing old patterns, and they may be connecting with, like I said, limiting belief, or that could be connected with one of you or both of you having to be more positive, having to use words that are more positive, having to watch your thoughts, having to watch your words. And within this connection, you could be both or one of you really healing deep core wounds that have been left there since childhood. There could be, for some of you, there could be something very healing and positive about this person or this dynamic, something that is shifting how you were treated, sorry, I cannot speak, I don't know why, treated when you were a child. So a lot of healing is happening, even though for some of you it may be more on a negative side, so meaning that we are learning what we don't want, or that we are helping someone to heal deep wounds, or that it is positive that we are moving forward with new self belief and new self respect, and someone that is really bringing us a lot of healing on core wounds that we had. Both of those things, negative or positive, are positive at the end anyway for our soul. So this connection is helping you to grow and helping you to evolve, helping you to either serve a purpose of a healer for the other person or for each other, or you're the one being healed. So that's very positive. And we have the card of wedding. So the situation evolve into marriage. For some of you, this is a relationship that can evolve in a relationship that lasts a lifetime. For others, that they don't have a relationship that is really romantic with this partner, that just means that you have a soul contract, because a marriage is a soul contract, right? So it means that you have a soul contract of helping each other and you have to commit to it. So it's a choice that you have made before incarnation, and it's a connection that you can choose over and over again to commit to and to work on the issues, because I'm seeing this as a very long-term partnership. Okay, so let's take a few cards of tarot and let's see what else do we have for this connection. Tell me more about the soul contract within this connection for group one, please. So we have the justice, exactly. So with the justice, it is a contract. It could be a marriage, as we see here. It is a contract. So it could be someone that you have legal papers with. You could have a house together. You could have a business together. You could be an employee with a contract, etc. So we have some legal papers that are either being signed or that have been already signed. Or what we have with the justice is that we are bringing some balance with something karmic. So this is a relationship that is overdue and that is bringing some kind of either karmic justice, or we have some, well, I think anyway, we have karmic justice within this connection. You are getting some kind of balance through this connection. So I really like this connection for you. It doesn't guarantee that you feel good in it. It doesn't guarantee that it is a connection that you consider as a good one. It simply guarantees that your soul is trying its best to get out of karma, and that this connection is something that is doing a lot of repairing, either, like I said, by example of what doesn't work or by example of what is working for you. Either way, this is a very important relationship and a very important karmic contract. Last card for you. We have another major arcana, and this time it is the Hangman. So with the Hangman, this card means that we need to have a change of perspective within this connection. We need to see the more spiritual side of this connection. So sometimes the Hangman means that we are uncomfortable, we need to let go, and sometimes it means also sacrifices, and sometimes it means a change of perspective. I would say that whenever I have the card of the Hangman, I like to recommend either mainstream therapy or non-mainstream therapy, so alternative medicine of any kind for therapy, because we need a change of perspective, meaning that most likely this change of perspective cannot come from our own minds or our own energy. It needs to come from a new source, okay? And it's going to help you to evolve even more as a soul and through this connection. So this is a very, very important relationship that needs to be worked on a real way, needs to be worked on with a lot of commitment to yourself and to integrity. Is it guaranteeing that you should keep this person in your life? Not at all, because they have free will and you have free will. So if they are not doing their best within this connection, you need to also be able to establish balance and karmic justice by not staying in it. But there's something extremely important going on with this connection that needs for you to have a new perspective on it, and needs for you to really commit to learn the lesson and to do your best out of this connection. So this is what I have for you, group one. I hope it resonates. If you want to have your own personal reading, you can book at maisonjupiter.com. Right now, we have a 30-minute pre-record reading, and thank you so much for everybody that has received theirs and are sending me beautiful feedback. I really appreciate that. I'm really grateful for it. So the 30 minutes is you send me your question and I record it just for you. And then you can re-listen to it whenever you want it. It's yours. So this is at maisonjupiter.com. Don't forget your 10% coupon code. It is Jupiter. I see you next week. Group two. Let's talk about this connection and what is your soul contract within this connection. So we have make an effort. It talks about great love of any kind. So love doesn't have to be romantic, but great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So I think that this is a connection that is requiring, it says, effort and possibly compromise and a lot of introspection. So let's see the next card. We have trust. Okay, that's a deep connection. That's a deep soul contract. This situation is calling for you to have faith. I think that this is a connection that is worth to question. It is worth to so when I say question is to really don't just go with your first instinct on this one. Question the intent of the other person, good or bad. Question why did they say something? Why did they do something? Question, you can ask them directly. What was their intention to make sure that you have the right picture on what is really going on within this connection? Because it says that this is worth making an effort. This is worth working on your trust. It's either a connection that is going to teach you a big negative lesson in the sense of it's going to be a lesson on who to trust, who not to trust, or it's going to make you trust again. So there is something with this connection that is going to profound you, affect you negatively or positively when it comes to trust, when it comes to making an effort. I think this connection is made so you know in the future when to invest your time and energy and when not to. Who deserve your trust, who does not deserve your trust. And this connection is there to teach you those things. So it's not just something that it's a fast decision that you should make on, okay, I will trust them or okay, I will not. It needs to be questioned. You need to really go deep into this one and you need to review your own patterns when it comes to do I trust easily? Do I not trust easily? What makes me feel safe to trust? What makes me close up or unsafe to trust? And it's going to help you for the future connections. Let's see the last card. Deception. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. Interesting. Okay, so we can be dealing with someone that is not themselves. That doesn't mean necessarily the worst, okay? I know people when they're going to see this, you're going to possibly think the worst. It doesn't guarantee that it is the worst because that could be simple as someone is a people pleaser and they're really trying to make you happy because they have good intentions, let's say, and they have learned that they can only be worth of love, any type of love, if they are people pleasing. So that just means that in this connection there is a deeper work that needs to be done on understanding the root of this person, their intentions, what they feel, what they think, because they're not themselves. And like I said, it could be because they have bad intent, it could be because they're not trustworthy, it could just be also that you're feeling a bit off because they have never been themselves in a connection and they are people pleaser with the best intention in the world. Okay. So I think that this connection is there to tell you for the future relationship when something is off, when something is not, and how to distinguish between the two. Let's take a few cards of tarot for you. And let's see more about this connection. We have, okay, they are all reversed, so I'm just going to take it a non-reverse. We have a justice card. So the justice card is interesting because we had that also for group one. This the justice card is making this connection obviously very, very sacred and important. That doesn't guarantee it's a good relationship. That doesn't guarantee it's a bad one. It just says that it's a very important one because the justice card talks about bringing balance. It is an opportunity to remove karma in your life. And this could be karma with this person or about a topic in your life. Okay. So in this case, it could be about who you trust and who you don't trust, who is trustworthy in general, who is not. So this is a relationship that is going to be extremely important that you make an effort, that you I feel like every group today so far have this the same kind of vibration of those are big, big, big relationship and soul contract that we're seeing so far. And if you need help to distinguish and to learn the lessons, you could absolutely go with um, regular mainstream therapy or alternative therapy, healing modalities to help you with this one because I feel like what we're seeing today so far it's big soul contract that has to do with removing the karma, that has to do with learning big lessons. So this is part of your soul contract with this person but also within yourself for this incarnation, and this could be a big, big, big difference if you are working on it or if you're not working on it. The last card is the Seven of Cups. That's funny because the Seven of Cups is, for those of you who are doing tarot, Seven of Cups is a little bit like the Seven of Sword about the deception. We have deception on top. So deception, illusions, daydreaming, it's a positive way of seeing this card. But honestly, with those cards, it's especially on top of deception, it feels like it's hard to see through in this connection the right things from the wrong things. It's hard to know what is the truth and what is a lie, what is an illusion. It's very hard to see through this connection. Is kind of a big fog. So we need to have external help in this connection to be able to get out of the karma. Okay. It says make an effort. So it is very important that you go out of your way to find out this lesson for yourself of who is trustworthy, who is not, and how to know the difference. Maybe you're really good at it for everybody else, but not for this person somehow. This is normal. This is something that has been put on your way this life to be learned this way. So, a big soul contract where you cannot really trust your instinct, unfortunately, where you cannot really trust what you see, what you hear, what they do, because there's a big fog and people are not authentic in this connection, good or bad. Meaning, it could be a people pleaser that is trying to do the best that they can. They could be in the honeymoon phase, in the beginning of getting to know them. And showing you their best side. They could be a narcissist in a bad way, that could be showing up only a good side, that there could be lying. So there is good and there is bad. That doesn't guarantee it's a bad person. It's just guarantee that we don't see clearly. And that's a big lesson that you're going to have to learn through this person. So hopefully you're going to be having new tools, new way of knowing when to trust, when not to trust, and you're going to be able to navigate this the right way. But this is your sign today to start looking into either books on it, workshop on it, maybe body language courses. Uh, Maybe you're going to go to therapy to check if there is something that you need to learn as a tool to distinguish that, or having a external person to help you with this, or any other type of karma, past life therapy, alternative medicine to really help you to get through this. So this is your reading group 2. I hope it resonates. Let me know in a comment if you wanted to share. I love to read your comment. And thank you so much, by the way, for your wish of health for me. I am starting to feel way better now. So thank you so much. I feel like I received a lot of healing from you guys, and I'm so, so, so grateful. If you want to have your own personal reading, don't hesitate to book at maisonjupiter.com. We also have a 30-minute pre-record. You send me your question, I record the reading, and I send it to you in a video that you can re-listen to it anytime you want. And you have 10% off. It is Jupiter. I see you next week. Group 3, let's see what we have for you within this soul contract with this connection. Okay. We have you deserve love. You are lovable. Yes, you are. So this connection is maybe going to test you either way of saying, this is not for me, I deserve better, or finally showing you that you are truly lovable. You deserve love. Let's see, new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feeling. Okay. And we have unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Okay. Whew, that's a weird mix. This is a very weird mix. Those two together, you're lovable, you deserve love, and unrequited love. Okay. For some of you, it could be that you don't feel the same way as they do. Maybe they are, that doesn't have to be love, romantic love. For some of you, it is. For some of you, it's not. And that's totally fine. So just know that when I say love, it can be about any type of appreciation. Okay. So for some of you, you are receiving love from someone, and this person is very enamored with you and very smitten by you, but you are not feeling the same way. You're not feeling the energy the same way as they do. Okay, and that's totally fair. That's totally valid. For others, it can be that you are feeling very smitten by someone or very in love with someone or very maybe even friendship, right? And that you're feeling that this person is pushing you away, maybe being avoidant. So what we have in this connection is a lesson on how you need to be treated in love, what you deserve, but it's not a relationship that is equal at all. Okay, it could even be family. That is not a relationship that is equal at all. It is a relationship where one person is feeling very much into the relationship, very much invested and committed to the relationship and really want this to work out, and the other person is not feeling it. And it has to do with how you feel like you deserve to be loved. Do you accept to be loved, or do you think that you have to chase love, that you have to prove yourself? Otherwise, it's not okay to receive love. There is this lesson with this soul contract with this person to teach you how you're not supposed to chase. You're not supposed to beg for breadcrumbs. You're supposed to receive the whole deal, the whole cheesecake, not just the breadcrumb. Okay. So let's get a few cards of tarot on this. Cards on the floor already. Okay. The card is the King of Swords, and it was reverse, and I think I'm going to keep it reverse. Next, we have the Ten of Wands. Yes. It says basically that it's time to change your ways. Yeah. Underneath the deck, we have the Two of Wands, just like this. It's time. Oh, and we have the Justice. Everybody had the Justice. I have to stop looking at your cards. You have too many good cards. Okay, every group had a Justice card. So today we are picking up on extremely important relationship and soul contracts. Everybody has the card of the Justice, which means that every group so far has relationships and connections that are at the moment working on one of the most important mission lessons that you had to learn in this incarnation through a connection. And you're here to establish a balance that your soul didn't have before this incarnation, and maybe even karma with this person. So you really want to make sure that you put your all into learning the lesson the right way, so you are reestablishing the balance and not coming back in the next life to do this. Okay, so what do we have? We have that with this connection, there is something that is, it's almost like you are not yet where you're supposed to be with this connection. This connection is supposed to teach you to have clarity on how you deserve to be loved. And this connection is supposed to teach you to let go of the burdens, let go of trying too hard, let go of trying to make it fit, to try to beg for someone's love, whatever is the case. You're trying too hard because your brain is not yet clear on how you are deserving of the love. And because of it, you are going against what you are supposed to receive in love. I'm saying love, but again, that's not romantic only. You're going against what you're naturally going to be deserving of because you don't think you deserve it. So there is something with your subconscious, your limiting belief, the way you speak to yourself, the way you think, that needs to be twitched around, because you absolutely need to know that you are lovable, to know that you need to walk away when you're not getting the love that you deserve. And right now, it is currently blocking other connections to coming in because you are not feeling deserving of receiving the right kind of love. It is going to continue to be this way until you are clear on what you truly deserve. This is going to be a big one for you. Okay. So you really need to go within and ask yourself, do I think that I need to beg for love? Do I think that I need to prove myself to be loved? Do I think that I need to give and give and give to be able to receive, or even just stay with someone? And you're going to be able to work through those patterns once they are brought to light. Sometimes it is past life, sometimes it is past life and your childhood, sometimes it is trauma. Uh, it could be a lot of things. But currently, this soul contract is trying to make you see clearly that there is something that is off balance and that you are not in the right place to receive because you don't feel deserving. I hope that this is helping you to move in a place that you're going to feel like you're deserving of love, and that you are going to be able to find the right tools for you, because you truly deserve love and you're truly lovable without giving, just being you. Group 3, thank you so much for being here. I'm going to send you tons of love because you deserve it. And then I'm going to see you next week. Have a beautiful week, everybody.